Good morning, miss.
Miss, you're muted.
Children, you can invite your parents to see all of your friends' presentation as well. Okay?
Miss,
Yes.
can I give my mom the meeting link because like my mom will go outside. So from there, she will be watching, like joining the meeting.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, miss.
Okay, roll number 7. Who is roll number 7? Let me see, all are here or not. Madiha is here. Roll number 8, Nobuni, she is not here. Mehran is not yet here. Ariz Iqbal, he is also not here. Ariz Amin and Nayara, Radifa. Madiha, are you ready? Yes, Mehran is here. Are all of your parents here? Are they watching?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Yes, please invite your parents as well. It will be a very encouraging for all the students. So I want to see your parents with you. Please let your parents sit beside you so that they can also see your effort, the effort you have given for this whole week. Yes, Ariz, Radifa, please invite your
Miss,
parents.
Miss,
Let them sit
my
beside
parents,
you. Yes, Madiha.
Miss, my dad will be joining with other devices, like with other machine or something.
Okay. His name is Muhammad Abrar.
No, Miss, that's my like. No, Miss, that's my brother's account. I think he joined with my brother's account.
Okay. So I have to make sure that all of your parents, they have also joined. They are also watching. It will be a big encouragement for all of you. Okay.
Is it important to show our parents' face?
Why?
Like they're beside us, but it is important to show their face.
No. If they sit beside you, that is also okay. Just make sure that parents are sitting beside you and they are watching your effort. Okay. So now we will start with Madiha and yes, Nabuni is not here and next will be Mehran. Madiha, are you ready?
Yes, Miss. So, good morning, dear friends and teachers. Today, I'm going to present my project on the digestive system. So, do we know what is digestive system? In our body, there are several types of system which have different responsibilities. So today I'm particularly discussing on digestive system because it is one of the system. It is a process or it is steps to how the food is going inside our body and how the food waste and the nutrients are getting processed. How does it work? So first, we let me explain you what are the organs in our digestive system. The organs are here we can see a wall, and it is called the pharynx. And there, from the pharynx, there is a pipe we can see, and it is called the esophagus. And later we have the stomach. All the foods are stored in this stomach, and from this stomach the digestion starts. So from there we can see here a liver. So this liver is producing the bile, and it is a
Madiha,
fluid.
can you take the video a little bit, can you take the video closer to your picture so that we can see the full picture? Yes, yes.
So
Okay,
here we can see a liver. So this liver is producing a fluid called bile, and this bile is helping us for in the digestion. And then the digestion starts from the small intestine and the large intestine. In this small intestine, most of the digestion is happening, and but there is large intestine. We might think that small intestine is small in length, but small intestine is it is big in length, but it is thin. So do we know the measurement of a small intestine? The measurement of a small intestine is 22 centimeters. And then we have large intestine. This large intestine is working as on fluids and waters. This is separating the waters and the fluids. So later, are we keeping the food waste in our body? No, it can harm us. That's why we have here the rectum. This rectum is storing the food waste, and later from the anus it gets out of our body. So we might be thinking that why is there digestive system? There is digestive system for helping us for helping us separating the food waste and the food nutrients. So so I think we have understand what is digestive system now.
okay. Can you please explain that how it is related to our real life?
Yes, Miss. It is related to our real life because we have seen that we are taking up food, but this food is such as an apple. So if we take a bite, we need to break it down. So there is teeth and mouth and saliva to make it a paste. Then we have I have explained the steps. So later, we have seen many diseases and many problems to many people that their food waste is not getting out from their body. So if there is any type of problem with your family members or any relatives, you should immediately call a doctor and they will prescribe you some the medicines and other things.
Okay, thank you, Madiha. Thank you for your presentation. And the next will be Mehran. Mehran, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so please start your one. Yes, Mehran, we are waiting for you.
Miss, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
So, good morning, parents. Today I will present my STEM week project. So, my STEM week project name is the OOF hand. I created the OOF hand to answer the question, can you make a working hand for low cost? So, I will tell you the process of how I built the OOF hand. So first I had to build the foundation, which I built with cardboard, strong cardboard, and I used glue to put it together. So the next part was cutting some straws and putting them according to each piece, like one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, etc. I put them down so we can put strings to it. Talking about strings is our next step. So, the thing I did with strings is put it through each straw one by one separately until it comes near my hand. Then I had to glue them to the hand so they actually stay instead of falling off. So the next step I had was putting the zip tie here so I can actually use it. Putting the zip tie was a long process as it was full of trial and error, as I had to get the perfect measurement for each finger. Now, the next step was the thumb. So for the thumb, at the start, I put one straw here so we can put the string. Then I put the string and hot glued it from the top. Then, if you can see, there is a hole here where the string goes through. So I put the string through and brought it out from the back, where it goes through three more straws, and then it comes to one final straw and near the handle, where I attach the zip tie so we can use it. The reason the thumb is in such a area is because that as it's a handle and we need to hold it like this, we need the thumb to use to hold the stuff. That's why instead of putting it through the front like the other fingers, I had to put it through the back so we can hold the item and use it. And yes, parents, this actually works. So, so did we get the answer to your question? So the question was, can we make a working hand for low cost? The answer is yes. Thank you for seeing my presentation about my STEM week item.
Okay, thank you, Mehran. Thank you very much for your effort. Next,
Who's the next person?
Ariz Iqbal, are you ready to show your presentation?
Yes, miss. So good morning, dear friends and teachers. My name is Aris, and today I'm going to do a presentation on an experiment called Explode a Bag. So the resources I will need are vinegar, water, uh, baking soda, a Ziploc bag, measuring cups, and and a tissue. So what will I do in the experiment? So in the experiment, I will put 1/4 cup of warm water in a Ziploc bag, then add a half cup of vinegar in the Ziploc bag. Then I will put 3 teaspoons of baking soda, and then we'll wait for the reaction to happen. Now I will put 1/3 cup of water in the bag.
Can you please fix your camera, Aris, so that all can see?
A little down, yes.
Yes.
Now I will put half cup of vinegar. And now I will close the bag a bit. Now I will take a teaspoon and put 3 teaspoons in the small container.
3 spoons of what?
Baking soda.
Baking soda. Okay.
And now I will carefully put the baking soda inside the bag. So as you can see, the bag has inflated a bit. So let me explain why it happened. It happened because when the baking soda and vinegar
A bit back. Go a bit back. Please.
it created
Yeah, thank you.
it created a chemical reaction which caused lots of CO2, which is carbon dioxide, to come here, which caused lots of carbon dioxide to come here, which caused the bag to inflate. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Aris Iqbal, for your presentation.
Now,
And next, it will be Arizamin. Arizamin, are you ready with your presentation? Yes, please.
Good morning, dear friends and teachers. Today I'm going to be doing an experiment on neutralization reaction. My objective for doing this experiment, I wanted to see what happens when we mix vinegar together with baking soda and what kind of reaction happens. So my questions for you, do you know what happens when you mix baking soda together with vinegar? Well, my hypothesis is they might react as baking soda is base and vinegar is acid. So today, I'm going to do an experiment to show what happens. So resources I needed were vinegar, baking soda, a bowl and a spoon. So firstly, I'm going to dip some vinegar into the bowl. If you can see the bowl, now I'm going to be adding a handful amount of baking soda. Now you can see how they both are reacting with the milk. Now I'll be sharing the reasons why this happens. So the reasons why this happens is because vinegar is acidic acid and baking soda is made of bicarbonate of soda, which is base. So when these two together mix, they react. Why I chose this? The reason I chose this experiment because there are a lot of real life usages of this. So some real life usages are when we have gastric problems, which is that when acid increases in our stomach, then we can eat any of the base products such as spinach or lime, so then it can neutralize in our stomach and it will be balanced. Also for if the soil is acidic because of acid rain or any chemical explosions, then we can spill in bleach or lye, which can neutralize the reaction. And also, have I mentioned that the neutralized products are only water and salt? So identification. So how can we identify whether what is acid and what is base? So for this we can do it two ways. One is something called the litmus paper. A litmus paper is a paper which is made out of dye from lichens. So here in the litmus paper, it can be two colors, red or blue. If the litmus paper is red and we dip it into some acidic sort of liquid, then the paper will remain red. But if it turns blue, then you know that that liquid is base. Or the same way around, if the litmus paper is blue and it stays blue, then it's base. But if it turns red, then it's acid. So now there's another way we can do it. Name the pH scale. The pH scale, it ranges from about 0 to 14. Here 0 to 7 is for acid and 7 is neutral, and 7 to 14 is base. We can find this out by seeing the products, how acidic they are, how powerful the reaction is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Arizamin, for your presentation. Thank you. Next will be Nayara.
good morning, dear respect.
Yes,
Miss.
please.
Good morning, dear respective. Good morning, dear respective parents, teachers, and friends. I'm Nayanimat Ahmed, and today I'm going to be showing you my science experiment. So, first, let me share my chart with you. So my experiment's name is vegetable lamp. And for doing this experiment, the ingredients that we need are 4 potatoes, 4 copper nails, 4 copper rods, and 5 wires. So let me tell you the steps. So what we make over here is we using potatoes we light up lights. So now I'm going to be showing you my experiment. So first over here, look, in a potato I inserted a copper rod and a copper nail right over here. Then I interconnected them with these 2 wires. This is how I interconnected all 4 potatoes together, like this. After that, my LED light just lighted up like this. So, do you know how did it happen? Now I'm going to be telling you. First, the potato and the copper rod makes a battery, and this battery helps to interconnect the wires together. So over here, our wire and our battery is our connection point. So if you want to make this experiment, that time your connection point needs to be perfect, or else the light will not light up. And inside the potatoes, it is really very juicy. That's why it also helped us to make the battery. And you should take a fruit or vegetable which is seedless. So now you guys can guess, can we only do this experiment with potato? No, we cannot. There is more other fruits and vegetables that we can use. So for example, the first one is carrot. Carrot and potato will help you to make the perfect one. Then if you think about lemon, because lemon is also juicy, but as inside there is seed, that's why the connection file will not be perfect. So if you guys want to do it with the lemon, that time you need to cut it in half and take all the seeds out. So also orange, and also inside orange there is seeds, so you guys can take it out and like make it. How is it connected to our real life? You know what? Nowadays the electricity bill is really high, and some of us just forget to turn off the lights. So this is a really very easy hack that you guys can try, and that time your electricity bill will also be less. So this is how you can save the electricity and enjoy making this experiment. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Naira. It's good to see that in this pandemic situation, you were all at home, and we actually told you not to go for any shopping and to use all the resources from your home. And you have managed it so nicely. It is really, really appreciable. See the vegetable, I mean, with the vegetable and the other things some of you have used. So it's really, really appreciable. Thank you. And up to roll number 12, we have seen your presentation. So we can start from roll number 13. Roll number 13 is Radifa. So Radifa, if you are ready, you can show your experiment. You have time, so no need to be so hurry.
Yes.
Take your time and you can present, no problem.
Miss, I'm ready. Can I present now?
Sure.
Good morning, dear friends, teachers, and respective parents. Today I'm going to present my project. And my project's name is Eco Water Filter. So what my project basically does is, it helps people when they're in nature and somewhere where water is not that much available, basically clean water. So how does the project work? Either you drink it or wash with it. It is very useful. So what does it do? It's like the underground. It sucks. See, here is my diagram. So first,
Can you, yes, yes.
So this is my diagram.
You're screen posting your video.
Yes, miss?
Anjumi, screen post the video. Yeah, Arifa, you say.
Yes, I did.
So this is just like the underground where our water comes from. So first there is a layer of water, there is a layer of soil, and then there are big size rocks. Then there are medium, there are small, and there is a layer of sand. This portion is what we see, and it is very usable. Poor people who can't afford it can also have it, and this is also using. So now let me show you my project. Okay. So this is my project. As you can see, I cut one bottle and it is pretty like it's very big and it's recycling too. So this is my water filled with soil. Now let's put it in. Okay. Now as you can see, the water is falling from underneath. Let's put some more water. See, it constantly sucks water down and then the water here is falling. So this happens because this is the layer of the underground and this is where we take water from. Other than doing that, it's very hard. Or sometimes people also boil the water. But other than doing that, we can use this. Look, there is clear water coming out. It is also very portable. You can use it everywhere while you are in camping, and then you can use it when you're surrounded by nature and there is no fresh water. So this was my project, and thank you.
Thank you, Baba.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Yes, can you show it? We can still see the water is dropping down. The fresh water is dropping down. Okay, can we drink it?
Yes, miss, you can drink it.
Are you sure that it's 100% pure? We can drink it, we will not have any disease?
Miss, yes, because the sand, first of all, I washed the sand with clear water. And then I washed every part of the rocks with clear water. And the cotton is obviously pure. And then the water falling from down, either you can drink it or not, or but you can utilize every portion of it, because you can use it to wash everything like clothes, utensils, and what you eat with, because it's very safe other than drinking this.
Okay, okay. So thank you, Radifa. We have actually came to know about the importance of clean water. The importance of clean water is really, really very, yes, important, especially in this pandemic situation. We are emphasizing on our hygiene. Okay, so next I would ask Razin.
Yes, miss, I'm ready.
Razin, are you ready? Yes. I am mesmerized to see your project. So let's see how you can mesmerize to your project to our respected parents. Yes. Yes, start.
Good morning, dear friends and teachers. Today I'm going to present my cleaner mouse. So the cleaner mouse is a small robot which is portable and it helps to clean floors easily. All you need to do is just connect the crocodile clips to the motor and then dip it in some floor cleaner. Then it will move around the floor, and it's that simple. Whenever it gets dry, then you should dip it in again so that it also works. Then also, what do you need to make it? So for this, I used hot glue gun, batteries, battery casing, anything too heavy, anything not too heavy or not too light, a motor, some electric tape, and a brush. So here the whole thing. See, so here the battery casing is connected to the motor, which powers the motor and spins this. So that for the motor's vibration, the whole thing moves around. So, what are the steps you need to make it? Just wait, I have to screen share it. Miss, can you see it?
Yes, we can,
Yes,
Baba.
Baba.
So this is how I made the cleaner mouse. Here as I needed, like these are the materials I needed. Then here is the step one. Step one is you should hot glue the battery casing to the front of the brush. Then step two, you should insert the batteries into the battery casing. Step three is use hot glue to paste the motor on the back of the brush so that the shaft stays out. Step four. Then, like whenever if you have something too not too heavy or not too light, then you should hot glue it in front of it. Hot glue, like make a hole in it with the pin and then hot glue it to the motor's shaft. Make sure it sticks out and doesn't hit the brush. Then step 5, you should connect all the crocodile clips to the motor so that it works. Thank you.
Okay. So, thank you so much for your
Wait, miss, that was only for the
yes.
that was
Yes,
only for
Ravi.
the presentation. I'm going to do a demonstration for it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, actually, thank you to all the parents and students who participated in this STEM week, and congratulations to all of our.
My one is not done.
Yes, you will start, Baba. When I will ask you, then you will start.
Here,
Not by anything. I'm just appreciating you, to encourage you, uh, to give you the congratulations to all of our scientists and engineers who have done, a good job, and there are so many interesting and innovative experiments, inventions, and the research projects are waiting in front of us. So we will have fun and hope, and we all will enjoy it. So our next participant is
Wait, miss, I'm not
Roshi.
Anjumi,
Miss, I'm not finished.
show it.
Razin wants to demonstrate.
Oh, Razin, you want to demonstrate it again? Very good. Okay.
Yes, miss. So I have some soapy water here. I'm just going to dip it in here. And then as you can see here, it's like I'm dipping it in here. So, and then I'm laying it on the table and connecting the crocodile clips. As you can see here, it's cleaning the table by spreading the soapy water around.
Yes.
Like I have the idea of the cleaner mouse as it moves around like a mouse, and I also made it look like a mouse. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome.
It's very beautiful, Baba.
Very beautiful. Yes. Later, I will ask our parents to say something about the effort of our students. They were scientists, they were engineers, and they have shown their innovativeness. And later on, I will ask our respected parents to say something to encourage them. Okay, so let's see our next participants one, that is Rodoshi. Thank you, Razin.
Good morning, dear parents, teachers, and fellow friends. I'm Rudushi Tahrin, and today I'm going to share you a video on my science experiment. Can you all see?
Yes, we all can see.
Everyone,
this is Rodoshi Tahrin. Do you like science experiments? I love them, and today I'm going to show you two fun science experiments. So the first science experiment is the water density experiment. First, do you know that why do things float or sink in water? I think that it floats or sinks in water because of the density of water. So to prove this, I will be doing an experiment. So the things we'll be
Share
needing are
screen. Yeah, Rodoshi, you have to share screen, Baba.
Miss, I did share. Okay, I'm sharing it again.
You have to screen share,
We can
right?
see it.
Miss,
We
I
can
did.
see.
Miss, we can see.
yes, Miss.
Yeah.
You can see, I
Anjali.
cannot see.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Rodoshi, share it again, Baba.
Share it again. Yes, now I can see. Yes.
Hello everyone, this is Rodoshi Tahrin. Do you like science experiments? I love them, and today I'm going to show you two fun science experiments. So the first science experiment is the water density experiment. First, do you know that why do things float or sink in water? I think that it floats or sinks in water because of the density of water. So to prove this, I will be doing an experiment. So the things we will be needing are 3 glasses filled with water, salt, spoon, and 3 eggs. At first I poured water in 3 glasses. Now I will be putting salt in 2 glasses. The first glass will have plain water. The second glass will have a little amount of salt. The third glass will have a greater amount of salt. Now I will stir it properly using a spoon.
We will rejoin. If the video goes off, we will rejoin.
So at first I'm putting an egg in the first glass containing plain water. See that the egg is sinking. Now I will put another egg in the second glass. See that the egg is not floating or sinking completely. Now I will put another egg in the third glass. See that the egg is floating. But do you know why is it floating in different positions? It's happening because of the density of water. Here, the density of the object is greater than the density of water. That's why the object is sinking. Over here, the density of the water is greater than the density of object. So that's why the object is floating. And over here, the density of water is similar to the density of the object. And that's why here, the object is not floating or sinking completely. I hope that now you understand that how the density of water and objects affect the floating of an object. And in real life, we use this in many places. For example, in cooking, when we put oil with water, that time we see that the oil is floating on top of the water. But do you know why does it happen? It happens because the density of water is greater than the density of oil. That's why the oil floats on top of the water. So we are done with the first experiment. Now we will do another experiment called the magnetic force experiment. Do you know that why don't we float in Earth and why do we float in space? I think that we float in Earth because our Earth has a gravitational force, and we don't float in space because I think that in space the gravitational force and magnetic force becomes neutral. So to prove this, I will be doing another experiment. So the things I'll be needing are an empty box, a thread,